All right. Hello and welcome, everyone. Here is Andy. Here's our bonfire. Surprise, surprise. My plan for the evening changed. Some rescheduling happened, and I have a couple of hours to spend live with you. Maybe 2, maybe 3 hours. 3 should be the maximum, as I have quite early lessons tomorrow. But without losing any precious time, I decided to join, not to join, but to begin the stream. Actually, it took me again some while to get here after my lessons, because I was eating, then trying to pull myself up, because I kind of the middle of the working week, so energy level is not the same as at the weekend, but it's satisfying. So we can now do what? We can return to the adventures that we finished yesterday, and I think I wanted to travel to the province of Wartales and see what I can do there. Let's first check whether this trader has anything interesting.
I interest you in my humble wares, my good sirs?
The levels here are insufficient. There are boars over there, but I don't think we should be paying attention to that, because those boars are very, very low level. I'm still wondering whether I have to keep Rudiger in my team, but for now let's skip him. I think I dropped all the items that I don't need currently, and yeah, so let's talk to the stewardess.
Where would you like to go?
Where I'd like to go? To Wartales. Obviously, we'll drink some kirch. That will increase our movement speed around the world. We'll eat one bear stew, which is delicious. Then one piece of cherry fritters and a piece of apple cake, and we still have some space that we can fill up with something, and that something could be 43 out of 52. Don't want to drink that much beer, so let's take a couple of pieces of meat. Yeah, wolf sausages, for instance.
Where would you like?
Yeah, so kirsch again, bear stew, apple cake, and cherry fritters. 2 pieces of wolf sausage. Actually, one would have been enough. Let's keep the other one here. Some beer, and let's travel. Go into Morheim. I got another achievement, which is serve your first feast. I don't really understand this, because I thought I already have got this achievement, which is a taste for luxury, eat a feast, and now serve your first feast. Maybe it's for the tavern. And Nicholas de Barry, welcome to the live stream at last. Yes, I'm really glad to talk to you live. It's a pleasure. How is your mood today? And also, maybe you can tell me how your name is pronounced properly. So is it Nicholas de Barry? Is it Nicholas de Barry? I would just hate to mispronounce it. Names are very different.
It's all so confusing to me. Who would do this to my family, and why?
This strange tuber only costs 1 coin. I remember he was interested in that tuber and told me to bring it to him whenever I had a chance, but now that I've done it, he's not really offering a good price. Very, very strange and unpleasant. Okay, let's have a look at the travel post. Let's see what it can offer. This virtuous peddler doesn't want to voice his lines somehow. I'm definitely going to buy pieces of cloth, then apples and cherries and comfrey. I have a lot, so no need to buy it. Honey, I am buying. Alchemical residue. Turned out it's not useless, so let's get it too. And I'll travel with these things for now. The market I want to visit as well and get apples, cherry, grape, honey, wheat, and salt. But I think I don't need to buy any more salt.
Strange.
Because I have 80 units already.
Thank you for muzzling
Cloth,
that crook.
though, definitely I'm buying. Hemp, I'm not buying. Marsh parsley. Marsh parsley, I don't have a lot, so let's get it. My money is going down very rapidly. I don't like it. The pleasure is mine. We had our first freeze last night, so I'm feeling cold. You got the Nicholas correct. Bori. So it's Nicholas de Bori. I wouldn't have guessed that. Nicholas de Bori. But it's stressed, so the stress goes on the first syllable, right?
I just know this year will be a breeze. Without the vineyards, no.
I don't think I'm gonna buy any more raw materials or coal because I have plenty. But I think I'll go hit the bar and form a song here if I can.
I'm concerned
Yeah.
about the vineyard disease. It's confined to Vertruse at the moment, but imagine...
Blah, blah, blah. Let's perform this hop and barley again to begin our today's adventure. I made a mistake. Let's try to keep it just one mistake per performance. So far, another mistake. A third one, a fourth one. Yeah, my hand is quite tired from holding the mouse for 5 mistakes. Definitely could be better, but people still appreciate it. Gave me a sapphire, some beer, and some crowns, and most importantly, Elytrix got another bunch of XP. Let's depart. No, let's not depart. And I want to check the bar. What's happening in the bar? How much gold I have? 7,000. So if I need, I can extract some crowns. The villagers put on a grape festival in your tavern. I got prestige and copper coins out of that. Nobody wants to tell me anything for now. As for rival taverns, so these two lads are still up there. Maybe I have to just cancel the mission. What's the success? Success rate is gonna start increasing from next time. Yeah, and the next rest I'll get the secret recipe with Pellard at last. Bori is a region in Italy that houses the relics of my patron saint whose name I use. The A is softer, like in the words ball, call, etc. De Bori. Like De Bori. Nicholas De Bori. I really am sorry if I butcher that pronunciation. Of course, it's hard to. If I heard it, I think I would be able to reproduce it. But yeah, The accent is on the first syllable. Okay, at least that one I got right. And do I understand that you are from Italy? Relics of my patron saint. I see. Nicholas de Bory. American born and bred. Right, I see. Pleasure.
Have a look, mercenaries. I sell quality wares for a reasonable price.
There are a few people from the US that have joined my channel. So, interestingly, I think Americans constitute the bigger part of my following. I think so. I mean, at least active following, like people who interact with me during streams or commentaries, which is nice. So, I wanted to check what we have to do today, right? So we need to return to the map and have a look. So we have this brown rock town. I suppose it's some gang here, or what? Suppose it's a gang. Another gang here, and again here. Then we have to treat the... Wait a moment, there was a... here, the third one. The 3 locations where we have to leave the potion to get rid of the tubers. Poisoners. What's that? And I still haven't accepted some missions. Some missions from this Alazar abode and some strange weird mission from another location. Probably this one about the poisoners. Yeah, I suppose it's the one. Yeah, that's the thing. We left 3 missions behind just because fighting level 1, level 3 enemies is easy, but very far from fun. I'm not gonna do that. I don't think it's something we should be aiming at. Let's aim at something more entertaining. Yeah.
Might I interest you in my humble wares, my good sirs?
I'm gonna buy Lazarian powder, chemical residue, but that's it. And I presume we have to go the opposite direction yet, or we actually can go and put that potion on the field and see what happens. I gather somebody will attack us eventually. And what about that group of people there? It has to be connected to some mission. It just has to be. They want to pour William potion on this tuber, yeah?
What did you pour on that plant? Why is it wilting so quickly?
As I said, we are immediately assaulted. Pedetold is the name of the guy. I wonder what their level is. Level 6. Well, I don't think I can cancel. You know what I want to Google? Wartales, no equipment, loot. The song. Just want to check the conditions. I read that for the no equipment, 1 rat nests are the way to go. Left most of my troops behind, went to a rat's nest. Finished it, didn't get the song. Do I need to have a bard with me or something? How? What? There are no explanations there. How to get the loot? No. Just, I want to understand what is this no equipment thing. It's like only, like weapons have to, only the armor has to be dropped, or also weapons have to be dropped. The challenge is, well, using no equipment. Damn it. Let all your units enter dying state. 0 hit points before defeating the last enemy in a ghost pack. Shown in this... What? That's crazy. In general, the English localization of the game is the English is a localization. The Steam forums and Dine actually refers to the status where one of your characters is at 0 hit points and can't take actions aside from moving. Haven't tested it out yet for the Bard Loot Challenge, so caveats there for what this exact requirement actually means. Just start a fight, get down to last enemy, and then let him put all your mercs except one in dying, then kill him with the last one not dying. Okay, I don't want to waste time now. I'll have to read about it later, I guess. Or never do it at all, ever. That sounds expensive. You mean... what exactly it does? As for the enemies we have here, and we're fighting again on the pumpkin field, I don't suppose... What is there? Some cost of life. You mean the challenges for the bards? For the bard. Mace Bearer will be the first one to act. Yeah, I wish I had some real enemies now to fight, but these level 6 guys are definitely not surviving. As you can see. Right. Who next? That lady over there. But I still have movement points and I still can deal with someone. Let's try and deal with this one. Get closer and finish the enemy off. If the challenge means that you have to let everyone on your team but one guy die, yeah, it's I haven't understood it correctly either, I suppose. And yeah, I cannot open the challenge page right now, but it was something about the undying unit, and if you let everyone die, or even if you let everyone enter the almost dead status, you're right, it's going to be very expensive. It will use up almost all my medical potions. I mean, which is not a big disaster, but it's just... I would say it's very expensive in terms of my time. And I can see how I switch weapons. So, for example, I poison the enemy. There is only one stack. Then I can drop the poison bottle. The animation is laggy because it's the first time it's happened. So that's 4 poison stacks. Then we approach, switch the weapon. And I cannot use it because the enemy, because I thought I could do that, you know, attack and then attack again. I was wrong. So I just wasted my poison flask. I wonder whether poison can incinerate. Anyway, let's go, and I don't think Durance will be able to finish this enemy off, so I'm gonna send Adder to do that. Galvanized troops. I don't have any second weapon, but I have a huge hammer that can fall onto the enemy's head. Who next? This one. Pike. Let's go with Pike now. Yeah, beating of kittens, really. I'm not sure how to change that. I'm apparently overleveled for this region. Here we go. Who next? Recruit here. Aaron is too far. Black Riley is close enough. Let's switch to the defense stance, and gosh, that was 100 damage again. This lady is insane. And another one falls to me. Let's end her turn. Cyanide is too far from this lady. Elytrix can go. Let's begin with the pumpkin. The pumpkin is too far. Shot number 1. Burning. Shot number 2. And I suppose that's the end of the battle. Yes. That's the end of the battle. What can we scavenge? Some weapons, some cloth pieces. Actually quite juicy loot. Most of it I think I will just disassemble. Again, I'm supposed to be paying wages, and quite a lot of wages, while at this difficulty wages are quite expensive, I must say. Let's get on moving to another place where we have to apply the cure. I mean, I'm pretty sure those are just a bunch of farmers, you mean? Curious about why you're desecrating their local fields you just beat up. Yeah, especially with halberds and... but
Might I interest you in my...
I can imagine if they are really farmers. I can imagine how much they are disappointed in
Might I interest you in
my activity. I should stop obsessing about every trader I meet, actually, because I literally cannot skip a single one, trying to buy as many things as I can.
Might I interest you in my humble wares, my good sirs?
A Lazarian padded hat precision? No, absolutely not. You remind me of that meme about a picture with a cat that and some captions, a screenshot from some chat, how one person was furious and couldn't really type the word furious because I guess the person was furious, and there were several types of spelling there. But I like this word famers, you know? This famer sounds like another tag, another meme tag. There are boomers, there are zoomers, there are loomers, there are coomers, there are doomers, and now there are famers. Not sure who famers are. Maybe those are people who try to create viral content on social networks, maybe, and can call them famers. Let's pour over the Wheaten Potion over this one. And again, we are assaulted.
These dried up twigs, is that all that's left of the tuber? By St. Septimus' skull, our lady will not be pleased.
Lady. Who's your lady, I wonder? And another bunch of level 6 people. Why are they so low level? Gosh, it's just... Exploration mode. I wonder if I should start... if I can change the mode first of all on these technologies. It's quite far away. And maybe we can send if unmasked, deal with that lady. So if I... What have you done, Andy? You cannot really finish her off now. Aaron is too far. Boudica. There are many more people here actually, and Pirot can go and help us, I'm sure. Pirot has lots of tricks up his sleeve. Adder. We have Adder here. Let's get some galvanization and run to some people who I should fight here. Let's begin with this strike, then use this strike, and this enemy still has some hit points. Okay, Maze Bearer. I'm really fighting like I am... Like I'm ignoring the dangers. Maybe I shouldn't be. Okay, Pike, let's go with you. I think you should be able to finish this one off. Let's begin with a spear throw. No, let's begin with this one. 25 damage. Are you serious? I don't know how it works. Sometimes she deals really ungodly damage, but this time she just failed and will be rightly punished for that. Okay, who next? The sentry here. Maybe we can use Boudica at this point, but we won't be able to attract a lot of attention. Well, let's do what? Let's use Challenge and Shout. Then Cutting Maelstrom, spending our Valor points. Nicholas, how is your day going? Let's use this chance while we are both on the same stream. Let's use this chance to talk and exchange the news maybe, and talk about our day, if you would like, if you want to. I mean, if you are fine with that. Just when we are talking to each other on the commentaries, of course, we cannot really discuss much. I mean, we could use commentaries as a thread, but it's quite unconventional on YouTube. Unfortunately, Gondor is quite far away from... So the range of attack is not great, but the damage is pleasant. And simultaneously we are not very effective anyway. Taunt, hand-to-hand combat. Yeah, I wish he had the same ability as Boudica about attracting enemies, but now he... Or maybe he needs to have a bigger sword, you know, because this is just not enough to deal substantial damage. I don't want to use Laceration, that will use up too many points. so I'll just skip his turn for now. Who next? This one. Let's take Cyanide and go... Go here, throw his spear once, and throw his spear twice. And get closer to this one enemy and finish it off. Cyanide worked really well. And that's it. That's it. Who next? Sagittarius there. Black Ryla is closing up, thankfully. We can decimate this one. Day has been going well. I'm free this morning, so I'm planning on watching the stream while I do some light studying. Still somewhat early where I live. Yeah, I suppose you have something like 8, 9, or 10 o'clock. Probably 9 o'clock. Because we, I think, have like half a day difference, plus or minus. Plus, rather. And if you don't mind, tell me what you're gonna study. What subject? Ooh, not bad. Let's finish the fight. I think I've disabled those execution animations, right? Yeah, I disabled them because I really don't want to see that blood splatter. It has become too much for me. 19 damage onto this one. And who still has turns? Cupid has turns. How many enemies are still standing? Just one over there. Well, we can begin with this fire attack. Now the enemy is burning and bleeding, and we can get closer and use this recoil shot. I think finishing the battle here. Yeah. It's done. Cloth, full battle plate, 2 pieces of those, so repair some armor after the battle. Saw how much fatigue was taken from my bar, or rather was added to my bar. Quite a lot. I need to check this vineyard with that suspicious quest that... Yeah, this exact suspicious quest that I'm not planning to complete, but I'll take the... I mean, I don't want to take it now, that is. But I'll take the ham. Let's climb up and apply the final piece of tuber. And what's this? Winfell Estate. Winfell Estate. The wedding banquet. I'm learning Latin finally, or at least trying. I've never had much talent in picking up new languages. Latin feels well into my other studies. Feeds well into my other studies, though I'm going to be invest. Though, sorry, I missed both. Latin feeds well into my other studies, though, so I'm going to be investing quite some effort into learning it. Are you by any chance in some are you studying religion or some kind of theology? Because in that case Latin will make a lot of sense. Or maybe you are a doctor, planning to become a doctor. And another bunch of enemies.
What's this, mercenaries? I didn't know you enjoyed gardening.
Oh, very much so. You should see my garden in the Sims 3. Right. This time we are conveniently surrounding the enemy, which is always much better. Matey. Who will be the first? This Sagittarius. Cyanide, Cupid. How much damage if you throw a pumpkin? A lot, but you are too far to throw a pumpkin effectively. And these borders create a lot of problems for us. 22, 42, Bruce. Let's begin with Pike, even though I'm not sure why I'm doing that, but get close, use this one. One enemy down. The leader actually is down. And we can get close to this one. That will give us a Valor point. Now, this one is exactly the enemy that will take next turn. Boudica, Adder, Rudiger, Elytrix. I think Elytrix can get closer and finish the enemy off. Yes and no, I'm just a nerd that likes to learn a lot, and canon law or the law of the Catholic Church is my current focus of study. Let's see. So what's your impression about Latin? How difficult is it? I was quite into Latin. I mean, I'm still quite into Latin. What I mean to say is that I love languages. It's just that the only languages that I speak are my native and English, which I teach. And I studied French for 2 years at school, then for half a year Spanish in 2018. Latin was just something that I was massively attracted to, and my mother presented me a book of Latin idioms when I was a school student. I was maybe 15, 16. I learned several, and then I went to law university. I thought we would have Latin, and I was disappointed because we didn't, and I was actually quite sad about that, obviously. And then when I graduated, I learned that the people after us actually got Latin back. And it's actually a very typical thing, right, for a law university to have some Latin there. But unfortunately, wasn't the case for me, and so I still haven't got a chance to learn it. But maybe one day I will get to it somehow. Oh, let's use this pumpkin strike against this enemy. It's gonna look hell of a fun. I'm still shocked how one single pumpkin can almost finish off a person, but here we are. Mace Bearer definitely needs some peppering, because these Mace Bearers are quite armor heavy. Ooh! You have protective strike or powerful counter. When hit by the engaged opponent, this unit retaliates with an attack of opportunity. So interesting. Who next? Cyanide, maybe? Let's use her spear throw. And have to end my turn next to an enemy. Then Cupid, no, not Cupid, Adder. Let's go galvanize our troops. Get close to this one. Finish this one off. Now get closer to these ones. Dance with the hammer a bit. Once, twice, and thrice. And if I still have some movement points, I do not. I have to finish my turn. Who next? Sagittarius over there. Who can deal with that Sagittarius? Perot, do you think you can do that? Please tell me you can do that. You should have enough little force. Yeah, just one backstab, not backstab, one stab, and we're done. Now we have this sentry that we have to deal with. 2 more enemies are standing. Where are the technologists over here? Black Ryla will surely do short work of that guy. And then, can you reach that one? No, you cannot. You cannot. Aaron, maybe you can. Oh wait, there are 2 enemies standing. Ain't that interesting? And somehow I cannot run through here, which is super strange. Like, look, there is definitely passage, but Aaron refuses to go through. Okay, then who? Matey? Matey can kill this one with a pumpkin, I suppose. Bam! Killed by the pumpkin. That's super weird. And how am I going to fight that one? Boudica is too far away, but Boudica can get there and then use her run ability. And just one swoosh of her axe and battle is over. Brigadier's Flamberg, some money, some spectacles, cloth, pieces, gambizon, so different types of loot. Armor repair and...
Now that's what I call a fight, mercenaries. Those gladiators have got nothing on you. Don't think I only came here to admire your skills. The broker asked me to tell the vintners you are heading this way, so that they wouldn't mistake you for the ones you are after.
What?
The broker also asked me to give you your reward once you're finished. Something about Lady Brunhilde has him very preoccupied, and he has no time for visitors at the castle.
You removed all the tubers that were smothered in the vineyards. Okay. So this one is done. Let's gather those mushrooms here. I find Latin much more difficult than English. Too many conjugations. Yeah, you know, when I talk to my students about conjugations, I mean, it's just that English is actually a relatively easy language in terms of grammar, which I think few people who study it acknowledge. The difficulty with English is the vocabulary that is literally endless, and it's just a never-ending journey. Sorry, I'm again in the cave for some reason. While grammar is relatively understandable, can be mastered in a short
interest you in my humble wares,
in a short time span. I bought stringy meat by accident. I wanted to buy apples. While other languages like, I think, Spanish or French or German, Latin, I presume, have a lot of issues there connected to more complex grammar structure. At last, somebody who is a decent enemy, level 8, will get more interest in this battle, even though we probably will decimate them in one turn anyway. But this time I have to remember that I don't have any valor points, and I need to use Adder traditionally as my first turn lad, and I need to find Boudica. But not only her. I'll place everyone away from the mud. Where are you, Boudica? Here you are. So let's go galvanize. And who will be the first one to act this renegade? So we get here, I suppose, and start pounding at the enemy. 1, 2, and 3. Then we have to finish this one off. Oh, we're close to not finishing this enemy off. That's a pity, Adder. That's a pity. You could have done better. didn't have to take this damage, you know. Saboteur. Boudica, can you get rid of this saboteur? It's 2. No, I think it's not a job for Boudica, it will be job for Cyanide. And let's finish our turn next to the enemy. Now Boudica goes. I took German and Mandarin high school and found Mandarin much easier because like English, the study is very vocabulary focused. I see. I heard from my colleague who is a teacher of Chinese and English that Chinese Mandarin has the same tenses. Is that true? Like all this, well, classical structure with continuous and perfect tenses, or I misunderstood her maybe? German was definitely easier to speak though. Oh, look at that. Boudica will now have 6 swings. And I can also activate Bandit's Focus, which will give her a higher critical chance, 50% critical hit. Okay, let the slaughter begin. Let's find a good vantage point. Let's go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, the leader, 5, 6. Leader is still standing, but not for too long. Not for too long. Okay, that's it. Who are those people? Bomber, 2 bombers. Are they terrorists? Okay, they're demoralized. So the only weak spot here was Eder himself, the captain, who failed to get rid of the enemy effectively in the beginning. Spear throw, 31 damage, 28 damage. Oh, let's use our Durance, because Durance is the weak link in the chain, and I want to use him more often. Lightning will kill any unit that's still standing there at the end of the turn, but I don't think they'll be standing. They will be dead long before the lightning strikes. Ifan will use this whirlwind ability, get closer to this one, use execution and his turn, and then same-wise the bee can do the job. Ifan will now finish the enemy. No? Ifan, because Ifan is not engaged, we are not striking. That's it. Mission completed. Vanquish Ada Dackle squad. Then there is this Feminel squad. Can I get to the Fellowship of Knowledge yet? No, I'm still level 7, but I'm close to level 8 though. Your explanation is correct. The grammar is very basic. I wouldn't have thought. I mean, I was really surprised about that fact. But I mean, it's interesting because I'm still trying to understand which language to learn next, because I definitely need to learn some language. I feel this internal desire to be a student, not only a teacher but a student, because it helps me with understanding my students better, their needs, their pains, their, you know, I work only with adults, and adults can be very vulnerable, like yeah, they are very vulnerable because they are they come to me and they are like people with experience and competence and self dignity, but they are put into this position where another adult has to teach them something, and I think it's always a very sensitive story, which I feel myself when I get to when I have some educational experience, when I go to a doctor. I feel that sometimes specialists don't feel the borders, cannot really create the proper atmosphere for the client, and I don't want to have this professional deformation and presume people are whatever just because they're my students. So to avoid that, I want to be a student too, but I still haven't understood whether it has to be Spanish, which I started, or maybe Chinese, which is quite logical nowadays because it's one of the most widespread languages in the world. Should it be Arabic, because I have quite a fascination towards the Middle East. Yeah, time will show. Time will show. Our troop got tired very quickly. I still don't understand how we ran around the map 2 streams ago several times without losing fatigue. Probably it was just the settings. Tenant, what am I doing here? I've come to
be careful.
To blacksmith. That's the one that warns us against some
Might you
rats.
be looking for? Here is your reward.
Reward 300. Vanquish Finna's pack. The Gothenburg Minstrel Guild has raised a large sum of money to be rid of Finna's pack. Eleora's cohort. The Wartales gang. The Leden's gang. Jack squad. A lot of squads to vanquish, and I'm not sure we should be taking those quests because, I mean,
this inn is mostly a rest stop for travelers on the way to Marheim.
repetitive
Most people only
fights.
stay
I'm
for
not
one
sure
night.
I am into that. Really, it's becoming a problem that fights get the same. And there are too many of those fights. Only one mistake this time. I got a prayer book and XP again, but I'm still far away from... No, not far. I'm one song away from becoming
This
master
inn is mostly a rest stop for
bard.
travelers on the way to Marheim.
Have an incredible mindset for a teacher. Such thinking is not common in America. You don't seem to be really fond of America, it looks like. I mean, it's the second commentary I get from you where you are expressing some criticism towards the country. I don't think it's what is this adjective that we use it? Endemic? I think it's endemic, the word that means that something is characteristic for the territory. Endemic. Regularly occurring within an area or community. Yeah, I don't think it's endemic to the US only. I think it's something that I've observed in many of my colleagues from my country, and well, I think I've seen that in teachers. Let me think. When I worked with British coaches, with my Canadian teacher, no, they were quite empathetic actually. Maybe that's what helped me get onto the right track, onto the correct path, that a teacher is not supposed to be this domineering entity. Instead should be quite caring towards the student, because I felt cared for most of the time with my foreign teachers, and I had several during my educational path. Yeah, while my local teachers, well, it's a different story. My colleagues are, I think, sometimes a different story. And it's not inherently a bad thing, right? So it's just people do their job, and they have, I think, maybe not the right to this deformation, but it's understandable, it's explainable that they will be changing according to what profession they do. But I think I have this massive predisposition towards psychology. I have expressed multiple times that, and I think I should say it because it's probably a new piece of fact about me. I'm planning to get some education as a psychologist in the future. I'm not sure whether I can become a therapist, but I would like to, at least to try. Currently I do coaching. I think I mentioned that I do coaching, so you probably have heard that. Yeah, and coaching is a big word. I'm not even sure how to call it. We have sessions where we discuss things. And yeah, when you work with people in that role, I think you have to be even more conscious and aware of other people's features, inner world, and how different they can be from you, and how to breach properly, and how to be able to show your own vulnerability, and how to open up. Yeah. So I guess that also plays a big role. Love America, right? Our mindset is not exactly conducive to education though. I'd agree it's not an American-only problem though. I would agree it's simply common here, right? I've never been to the US. I wonder what my impression could be. I have a dream to see sequoias and maybe the Grand Canyon, but I mean, definitely it sounds like huge cliches. Well, the Grand Canyon definitely does sound like a cliche. Sequoias, I'm not sure. It's just this General Sherman, I think, the legendary tree. How old is it? 2,000 years? Just incredible. The thing saw the Roman Empire rise and fall, saw, well, just an incredible number of events pass by and is still there. While we come and go. Incredible. Yeah, I feel like my mouth is not very flexible. Let me check the settings. So combat difficulty is expert. Maybe I can try and make it extreme just to see what will happen. As for the survival difficulty, I'm actually thinking about turning it back to novice, because I don't want to be sleeping all the time, you know. What? No. Oh. I can either have extreme on both, or I thought so. I cannot pick only. I cannot pick extreme for combat and experienced for survival. That's Strange. And what's this return to the last village? Is it something like load the game, or it's something different? Let me check. What will happen? Do you want to load the save game? Ah, I see. That's what's gonna happen. Just like I thought. Okay, let's try extreme. But extreme implies that sellers' wares will be restocking more slowly, right? That's what I remember the description told me. Did I say rarely or slowly? I wanted to say slowly. My brain is slowly shutting down. Partly because I'm thinking whether I have to get going with the... I wish I had started from a hard difficulty from the beginning. Like, it would have been much more interesting, it would have been much more challenging, and I wouldn't be so OP right now for the regions where I'm in, and I'm just wondering whether I should restart the whole playthrough in the future. Hard to say, hard to say. American people, especially those who live in very insular rural communities, are our greatest treasure found, though that's likely indicative of my own psychology. Do you mean, I'm gonna carefully ask because I'm not that well versed at American history and social context, I suppose. Not enough, definitely. You're talking about Native Americans, or you're talking about people who are not, who don't live in cities, and those who live a more rural life in villages, who have their own farm, their own house, their own household? Where is my Kirsch? Ah, I can change the... Aha, why didn't the game tell me that I could change the amount? Okay, so I'll have Kirsch only next time. Alrighty. Oh, I already picked stuff here. I still have to add something like beer and 1 wolf sausage, and we are set to rest. Adder has to say something. Has something to say, that is. With a camp like this, no need to sleep at the inn. It's like having our own outdoor palace. Plan. Set a few crowns aside for future improvement. Enjoy, lounge about luxuriously before getting back on the road, and urge the troop to work hard to make the camp even better. Get 1 more valor point. Suppose I will get 1 valor point because it's more useful. Pots. That will be pay 5 wages on time. And let's hit the road. So did I set extreme difficulty? Yes, I did. I wonder where that will take us eventually. St. Leonard's Abbey. Okay, I'm gonna talk to that. No, Abbey, I remember. Abbey is about plague-ridden people who do not want to get plague treatment somehow because there is no option of giving them that plague treatment. It's more a geographical descriptor than anything else. The rural areas of America produce remarkably kind people. I wonder how that kindness manifests. A lot of people say that, for example, Russian people are kind, and it's usually the first compliment that I hear when asking. So, I mean, I don't ask anymore. I used to ask when I was a teenager, but people still ask around me, like some foreigner comes to Russia and they're asked, like, so how do you find the country? And this foreigner says, well, people are very kind, and I never get what that means. I mean, don't take it as a piece of skepsis towards your statement. That's why I asked, what do you mean by kindness? Because I'm really interested. So here it's like, I think sometimes people say people are very kind about Russia because they have no idea what to say else, like what else to say. Not that there isn't anything to say. There are many things that can be said, but this one, and also what, like, wherever I went, I traveled. I cannot say I traveled a lot, but I've traveled some, and so, like, people are usually okay or kind towards you when you travel. And I'm sure if I had asked for help, I don't think I would have been rejected it. And a lot of people who some people who travel more than me, even hitchhike, they have told stories of a very quite ultimate kindness, and people who shared food with them and helped them out. And I don't want to turn this into a monologue about how I doubt the kindness of my compatriots, so I'll just wait for your definition, if you can provide some, about what kindness is in your opinion.
I want you to capture a woman who represents a threat for the future of Alizar and Gosenberg. Needless to say, her identity is on a need-to-know basis only. You shall bring her back alive, take your reward, and never speak of this mission again. Are you interested?
Okay, tell me.
Good. I am pleased. This woman usually travels in a small caravan between the Winful estate and the village of Marheim.
Well, that's something intriguing, at least. Let's say travels between ambush the caravan and capture the woman. I thought that would be connected to some group of mercenaries here. Apparently I was wrong. Then who are those mercenaries and what are they up to? I still don't understand. Is there some mission that I have not discovered yet? Oh, I have to turn left now. The wedding banquet. The wedding banquet.
Might I interest you in my humble...
There was pylon, right? But if it is a caravan, then I need to follow the road. And what's this?
Who are you? What do you want from me?
Wanted 144, Corinne. I need to read about this quest. Wartales, Korean. Get her to 0 armor, less than 50% health. But can I do something else with her? Some regions have an odd story design, and Betruse is definitely one of them. Once you turn her in, you can take her side and kill the Alazar woman. Only after you've abducted her and obtained all the suspicion, lol. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It's hard to describe. People are very trusting, I guess. They leave their doors unlocked for their neighbors to come in and visit at will. They're generally accepting of strangers to the community, regardless of where you are from. Hard to describe, really. It's not simply hospitality, it's sort of informed innocence, I guess. Like some bucolic paradise, I suppose. Well, I think I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Yeah, I think the phrase that you coined here, informed innocence, maybe informed naivete. Yeah, that's understandable. Abduction missions. No, thank you. I don't think I want to abduct anyone. Let her travel. Let her travel peacefully. Yeah, really. What's happening to me today? Maybe I'm just feeling a bit under the weather due to my antibiotics treatment, and it's hard for me to concentrate on the game, or I'm just realizing that the difficulty is not enough, and I don't know how to fix that. Don't want to be battling with the same enemy over and over and over again. What's the main quest here anyway? So what am I supposed to do? Fellowship of Knowledge, the Poisoners. Does it mean that I'm supposed to... Let's go visit the castle. Maybe they will tell us how the story finished at least, because I really don't get it. So we treated the fields, and so what? And just nothing changed, nothing happened. We just got some meek prize for doing a hell of a job, and so. I've always wanted to visit Russia, as I'm a fan of a lot of Russian bands, but I may have to wait on that dream. Would there be anywhere you recommend visiting? Well, depends on what you're looking for. If you are looking for architecture and the understanding of how successful Russia lives, I think choice is obvious. It's Moscow for the display of the achievements of the country, and kind of the demonstration of I mean, it's a very modern city. I don't live in Moscow. It's just anywhere who goes there usually never comes back because they just don't want to return anywhere else. Then St. Petersburg is an architectural phenomenon. This city and its surroundings, with all the touristic sites and everything. If you're looking for nature, well, then you have plenty of options, a plethora of those. Like, depends on how what you want. You want water, you want forests, you want mountains, you want snowboarding, you want hiking, you want speleology, you want lake rest, you want some pristine nature, you want to see taiga, you want to see steppes, you want to see the winter, you want to see the summer, you want to see volcanoes, like in the US, I suppose, right? Like what should I visit if I go to the US? Like probably everything, because it's just a huge country, and life isn't enough to complete everything. So what are you interested in? So you mentioned Russian bands. Depending on what those bands are, maybe you can go to St. Petersburg, because a lot of Russian music, especially some kind of underground or used to be underground, like rock music, came exactly from St. Petersburg and still stays there. Of course, not only from there, but it's just a place for quite frequent gigs. Yeah. So what are you looking for? What maybe you can narrow down the list and I'll be able to give you some recommendations.
I know you will not fail me.
But what?
I had to wait for the public audiences.
I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. Why was he purple? It's like as if there is some quest connected, but maybe I have to complete the location, and then I have to complete the story, and then like 100, and then something happens after that, the same way that it happened in Tiltran after you got the full bar with the story in Tiltran. Then there is this big not defense, this big siege of Haven. Okay, let's attack.
Who are you?
Let's attack, level 7. I wonder if I'm gonna be able to capture her. Crewmate. Are they like pirates? Let's get as close as I can. I like architecture and history. I think some of the artists I like are indeed based in St. Petersburg. I also like talking to people, so anywhere where I could expect people being accepting of very broken Russian would be nice. I think my compatriots are, well, they can be quite, sometimes I'm a bit ashamed of my compatriots because they react to foreigners in quite a naive manner. They get overly excited about that, and they can be, like, oh, let's take a selfie together, or they can, like, be, so yeah, not in a bad way, just that I suppose for people it should be more normal to have a foreigner, a tourist, but especially now, of course, it's not, Depends on the city, of course. For Moscow and St. Pete's, it's much more normal, but in smaller cities, it's less common, and so people can get excited. Ah, you love that. Okay, then it's not going to be a problem for you. And I mean, in St. Pete's is like this hub where kind of all Russia goes there to get into this cultural melting pot, like different underground social movements and all kinds of weirdos. They are the most frequent in St. Petersburg. All teenagers, like hypes, come out of there, and most of those at least. And yeah, so I think St. Pete's is something you definitely should consider as your first destination if you're looking for some cultural stuff and communication, because Moscow is all about business. It's like business, it's like hurry up, it's like fast movement in the streets, much faster than in St. Petersburg. It's kind of smell of, not money, but smell of hustle in the air. St. Pete's is different. Smell of coffee, bakeries, smell of this lackadaisical lifestyle. So it's like that. It's like that. I understand what you mean, that you have to wait on that dream. So when international travel between Russia and the US becomes more available and reasonable, you can also come visit my city, which is Krasnoyarsk. It's in the middle of Siberia. It's actually in the geographical middle of Russia, and we are the capital. Okay, there is some contest between several cities, but Krasnoyarsk thinks that it is the capital of Siberia, and we have this, cold place with temperatures going from plus 35 in the summer to minus 40 in the winter. Not the coldest, but still we have quite harsh winter. And yeah, so we have a lot to offer. We're a city with more than 1 million people. We have a lot of investment coming here. We have a lot of industry, have a lot of social infrastructure. Some big events happened here, like the Olympic Games among universities in Russia. Not Olympic Games, but sport event, All Russia sport event 6 years ago. There was a lot of money invested because of that. We have great natural infrastructure, like lots of parks, a lot of hiking routes, and you can definitely enjoy nature in many ways. But it's a long way. It's a 4.5, sometimes 5 hours flight from Moscow. So it will definitely not be easy to get here. I cannot imagine what LA or Massachusetts are like. By the way, is LA similar to the Liberty City from GTA 4? And where are you from? Oh, I have all the points. What am I doing? I didn't have to go with Adder actually, but okay, it's too late. Too late, I have to start pounding already. One. Two. Oh no, she's dying. No! Game over. Adder, what have you done? I thought he wouldn't have enough damage to bring you down, but he did. Liberty City is based on New York. Los Santos from GTA 5 is based on LA, I think. So GTA San Andreas was about Los Angeles.
Who are you?
All right. Well, yeah, of course. Liberty City is a city with a Statue of Liberty. What am I talking about? Sure. Hey, the composition changed. No, this one is much worse. This one is much worse. Okay, let's get rid of the brutes to begin with. Oh, I wonder whether I'll be able to... Wait, what? Elite mercenaries. The units have rivalry if they are engaged in combat. Damage taken dealt by the engaged opponent reduced by 30%, and dual mastery. Units attacks apply blackout to the engaged opponents. And look at that. All skills require more points now at this level of difficulty. So, what? It's insane. But what's also insane is that I'm gonna strike 6 enemies at the same time. 6 enemies. So they're all dying. They're all dying without any hope. Okay, Boudica, calm down. 35 damage. I wonder if I strike once here, what will happen? Will she survive? She should. Yeah, she did survive. Thankfully, she did survive. Okay, skip your turn. Then we need to engage this lady here. Matey, go and engage. Taunt. Then Aaron has to go and kill this one. Or somebody else can go and kill. Like Black Ryla can go and kill that crewmate. I'm from an area called the Great Plains. I try not to leave much of a digital footprint in public spaces, so I won't go into further detail. It's the geographical center of North America, though. Sure. I understand about the footprint. You can see that I'm leaving as much footprint as I can, though, but I definitely understand your position too. Okay, now we have to get rid of this Ravager here. I think I'll give Aaron this opportunity to do that. Then go away, and we have to arrest this lady. Knock out. Success. We got her. It's spear throw. Spear throw. Yeah, this difficulty that we have here is a bit insane, to be honest, in terms of how many valor points I have to be spending each turn. Like, what? Heather, do you think you will finish the enemy off? Tell me that you can do that, please. Okay, I will do that anyway. Alrighty. So I captured the lady. I'm currently a criminal. suspicion. And I have to be hiding. And who are those people now? Yeah, they all...
Lady Kareen! Let her go, you fiend, or you'll regret it.
Another bunch of fighters are coming my way. Well, things got a bit more interesting with more action points required. Crewmate. Budika, budika, budika. Should I do the same that I did before? Where is Adder? Adder, where are you? What's that? Arrow? Is that your name or it's just some nickname? Arrow. What's this? Arrow. Brotherhood. Ah, here you are, Adder. I found you. So let's galvanize. And crewmate over there. Wait. There is a fence over here. Let's hope I can at least throw this pumpkin, but I suppose I cannot throw the pumpkin. I have to skip my turn. Crewmate. A lot of health on her. Elytrix probably should be able to eliminate her, but no. No, she won't be able to eliminate her. This game reminds me strongly of Band of Brothers, though I think I prefer this one now that I've played it. You mean Battle Brothers? Or... because Battle Brothers is the game that this one is based on, literally, just with better graphics. Okay, this crewmate takes her turn and will punish Elytrix for the damage. Yeah, it's exactly Battle Brothers. Sister Rosa. Hide killer, hide killer. Oh. Hero. Damn it, I am in such a strange position here. And I don't think I'll hack my way through. Yeah, the position is just awful. Really awful. Okay, I cut my way through, which is a success, and I can now retreat and let them fight. The animations and music are wonderful. Yes, they're quite juicy. I only wish they... I mean, not just me, a lot of people on the commentaries actually talk about some gameplay nuance. Oh, Gondor can now go and stand in the middle here, and probably I'll be able to use Blade Storm to all 4 enemies at once. Yeah! Bam! At last, your great moment has come. Now let's cut these ones. Once and twice. And I think you still have enough to finish this one off, no? Yes, you do. Bam! That's it. Now, who next? I think Samwise can... Where is Samwise? Yeah, you can... Ah, Gondor is not engaged, so there is no point in shooting this one. Black Kryla will not make it. Cupid will not, I think, make it. Eren will make it, so let's go. Let's go, Eren. Defend stance, and let's start attacking. 1, 2, 3. And he's dying, for sure. Then... Your opponents are demoralized and flee. Do you want to let them go and win the battle? I think for these ones I'll let them flee because I'm not sure if they represent the good forces or bad forces. But I mean, they're called hired killers. Maybe no. Maybe let's not let them go. Let's continue. Attack this one. 1, 2, and fatal touch. Bam! Aaron killed 2 people this turn. Then Arrow is next with quite a lot of health, but I think Black Ryla can take care of him, thankfully. Attack stance 1, 2, 3. That's it. And the final one is this one, crewmate, who can... Durance can... no, there is this Ravager over here. Oh gosh, almost missed that. Let's get behind, throw the spear in such a way that our friends are not hurt. Oh, this crewmate survived that spear. Let's get close, and our turn, get 1 action point. Yeah, with the double price of actions, I have to be much more careful. I'll need to ask my friend about this, whether he had the same problem, whether he also had to deal with the double price of all actions. And this is it, I suppose. There should be no more enemies. Yeah. Goonspolder number 1, Goonspolder number 2, Elytrix got some armor damage. Corrine has to be healed. Let's kill. Yeah, not one letter, several letters difference, and everything changes, right? Let's get to the person who ordered the whole thing. We actually have to go this way, right? And avoid patrols. But it's not that there are many patrols after us. Cannot see a single one yet. The most important thing is not to be caught on the bridge. There comes the patrol. And the patrol is close to the place we have to go. Okay, let's in the meantime get to these bandits here, level 7. Level 7. Wouldn't you agree, Nicholas, that the game, this one, in style, reminds slightly of Farthest Frontier, like the kind of this countryside vibe, rustic colors. It's just that this one is an action RPG and Farthest Frontier is a city builder. What day will be the 6th of November, by the way? Let me check, because it will be the day I'll be streaming a nice game. Nicholas, it will be Whiskerwood. There is a demo on my channel. It's about mice building their colony. Oh, it's gonna be exactly in a week from now, right? So, and it will be a very sweet builder, reminding of Timberborn and Anno also, so several games at once. Yeah, in a week. I still will be on antibiotics, so I'll be still grumpy about that. But I only need to survive for another 10 days, damn it. I'm so hungry, I'm so dissatisfied with what I'm feeling in my organism right now. They both feel very German too. Huh. German. Interesting. Either has to be somewhere in the middle. Buffing our friends. Elytrix maybe can. Can you kill this one, Bomber? I think you should be able to. 1, Why do I have 3 valor points, I wonder? It's because of the difficulty setting or 3. And reload only takes 1 point. Okay, the bomber is killed. Then we end our turn. Then comes Adder, I suppose, who will be the next to act. Renegade. Adder, can you get into the middle? Yes, you can. I would rather Boudica went there. And she could, in that case, attract 8 enemies at once. Ain't that incredible, but she won't have enough action points to complete all the tasks. So let's use galvanized troops. If they stream, if I stream at the same time, I should hopefully be able to catch it. Well, yeah, I mean, I usually stream at this time, right? So at least I start streaming, and then unless we're talking about the weekends. The weekends I can start earlier, especially on Saturday, because it's my day off. So yeah, that's just the only exception. Okay, Boudica goes next, and we'll go into the middle here. I wonder how many enemies I can attract by my battle cry at once. So I can attract 8. They all 7. I will be hitting 7 people at once, and that will be 8 rotations. Gosh, people, it's just gonna be a merciless show. I'll need to take a screenshot of those whooshes. Let's use Bandit's Focus and then start the Maelstrom. It was the 3rd one, and already all of them almost are dead. Just one is standing. 5 rotations, 6 rotations, 7 rotations, 8 rotations. 8 rotations. That's insane. Just insane. She's a maniac. I just don't have any other words. She's a maniac. Why didn't she get the trait maniac after this? Should have totally obtained it after this display of power. Okay, we got some helmets out of that, and anything I can do in this abbey. Maybe something has changed. Maybe they will want some cure. I have a lot of plague treatment. Take it from me. I don't fear them. I have plague treatment. I want to help them. Take plague treatment from me. Why doesn't the game ask me to give them plague treatment? That would be such a... Police! Run! They're after me, the bastards. Brunhilde Adder Alazar. Let's see what she will say.
Well, what have we got here?
Hand over. Okay.
Hiring you was the right decision after all. This woman was a source of endless trouble. But thanks to you, she is now my captive. Please accept this reward and the gratitude of the Honorable Adra Alazar family.
That ability is already incredibly strong, but it would be very fun if she had the option to move before each swing and tornado around the battlefield. Oh, that would be, I think, an overkill. So I helped her with this quest, but I don't understand whether... Maybe I could talk to Corinne, no? Okay, let's load the game just to see whether that was an option at all. Because I read that it is an option. Maybe I can talk to her in my camp? Or it will be just later. And what's that talk about some lady that made it for the forest with some supplies and that band of mercenaries that are roaming the field next to the river? I don't really get it. Something is strange. Okay, let's go to the camp, as I said. And maybe Karine... Can we talk? Huh? No? Karine, I want to know what... Why are you... Why did you have to be abducted? You don't want to tell me? Well, I suppose there's no way I'm gonna be told about that.
Please accept this reward and the gratitude of the Honorable Adra Alizar family.
Again, Karine, Wartales. I wish Wartales had more detailed quest descriptions on the internet. I'll need to complete the territory until 100, and then there will be some progress. I see. Okay, then let's get somewhere far. How far can I get? I can... Oh, a bear. I'm not interested in fighting you, or am I? What's the level? Level 7. Let's fight the bear. I need to lose my suspicion. And now I see that I should have taken the passive bonuses for criminals, like faster meter depletion and movement in the forest. Next time I'll do. So, Adder, we begin with you. Galvanization. And now let's strike the bears, who have quite a lot of health on them. Bam, bam, bam. Bam. Okay, this one is now weakened. We can end our turn. Where's Pyro? I want to test how much damage that will be behind the bear. $151. Juicy. And one more strike. 38. Is that all? Okay, that's better, but insufficient. Okay, we have to get to our ally to get a bonus butter point. Now who? Samwise has to help us with the bear, but we need to engage this one first. Who will engage the bear? I suppose Gondor will. One. And let's go laceration. 1. What? Bears want to flee? Ah, of course, animals can flee too. I completely forgot. Am I engaged? Yes, I am engaged. Let's use Wrath. 70 damage. And end our turn. Next comes Samwise. Samwise, who will have to carefully shoot the bear in such a way that Gondor will not be hit. Are you able to do that? Looks like that. 1. Reload. And once more. And attack of opportunity, 152. Great. That tells me that Perot actually doesn't deal that much damage. Because our companions can deal that damage without... our companions with AoE strikes can have the same damage as Perot, but Perot is one target warrior, which makes it not as effective and impressive. Okay, Eren got to level 9. Congrats, Eren. We're going for movement. And then Eren and Rudiger got level 8. We go for Thrill of the Hunt and movement 2. And then Milo, our horse, our war pony, gets to level 9 as well. We improve constitution, more carrying capacity, and yeah, so 3 companions got their upgrades. Quite impressive. Now let's use that pylon and climb up to avoid being caught by the police. According to rumor in Wartales, broker Clemens Altmarheim's bride has gone missing. I see now who I have stolen. I've stolen the lady who I donated for the wedding. I'm missing a preposition here. I've stolen a bride who I have donated the wedding of, I suppose. It doesn't seem like freeing Corinne does anything besides raising your reputation in Wartales. I think she is considered the morally good character, though, if that matters for role-playing. Yeah, I tried to be a good. I mean, it's hard to be good when you have a gang of mercenaries. At least it's... I mean, this game is about death. It's just... Well, my headcanon in this game is that we don't kill enemies. We actually knock them out, loot them, and go away. That's how I imagine it. So I guess we'll have a chance to help her when we've completed the scenario of the map completely. Now we have to dismantle the loot that we have, or should we instead sell it? I don't understand why dismantling doesn't show. Can I not dismantle these? Or it's just another glitch? Yeah, it's another glitch happening. Too much to dismantle, apparently. Yeah, I scroll and dismantling disappears. What if I scroll with this bar here? Will it... Damn it. I don't know whether I should dismantle, really. Or whether I should sell, because money can finish and I don't want that to happen. Have knowledge points. Not sure whether I want to build anything in the camp. Is there anything that increases the number of my valor points further? I think it's already maximum. Let's have a look at what we have here. Location markers, dodgers, or artful dodgers to deplete our suspicion meter faster. Misanthropic troop, no thank you. Optimized gear, good communication, experienced gatherers, intimidation, and human resources, no thanks. Location markers. Cannibalism. I don't want to take cannibalism. What's hidden here? What must I take location markers, or I just don't wanna. Their mail. Ah, that's where that red substance will go. And cloth to make one piece of vermeil. Those who know how to craft their mail are careful not to share their knowledge. This extraordinary material is so highly prized that selling it is enough to ensure their family's fortune. Yeah, I see. Where am I gonna get all this clothing from? I don't have any recipe to craft clothes. There's a Steam guide that says you can free her after or while you're turning her in. But I think it's from an earlier build of the game because it doesn't mention reputation boost. Other guides do, and it's kind of unclear. Yeah, there was no option to free her as I was turning her in, so I suppose the way it used to work has been changed. Cherry fritters, and what else? I can add beer and rest. Average danger level 20%. We're good. The camp has produced resources and Cyanide has become a scholar journeyman. Military medal, some salt. Samwise needs to have more fragments. Matey has something to say. I'm listening, Matey. Knowing that the guard is after me keeps me up at night. I wake up with a start every time I hear chains clanging in the distance. Calm down. Try and relax. I lose... I get Valor points. Plan the group's getaway. Plus 20% fatigue. And ask the group to hide for part of the day. 50% fatigue, and we lose 50 wanted. Yeah, actually, this one is better. I'll lose fatigue, but guards will not be up to me anymore. Much better, much better. Fatigue, to hell with it. I have lots of food if I need. No problem. No problem. What's happening in the tavern in the meantime? Nothing special happened. Nobody wants to talk to me. Rival taverns. I thought I stole a recipe. And I need to steal 2 more recipes. 3 more recipes. Let's begin with... I think it's Brewer, right? That has to go. Brewer. Bruce Willis. And other names are not that standing out. Pellard will go. Pellard will be absent for 5 shifts and the success rate is 70%. Go, Pellard. Still some alcohol. %95 success here. Oh, you see? Actually, the success has increased a lot. A lot. Can I steal some recipe here in Mother Bear? Yes, I can. Grief will go. 90% success. Here we have to send a brewer as well, but not a cook, right? Bruce Willis is a great name. Yeah, it was not my idea. It was an idea from my follower on Twitch, from AVPTM. It was his name. He suggested several names for the stuff. Oh, actually, Nicholas, I have some people who I haven't renamed. And so we have the administrator Rishan. You can rename him if you want. I mean, suggest some names and we'll discuss. Then Galina, Lori, and Seligan. Lori and... we have Larry, a cook, or a brewer. I don't remember. And I think brewer. Yeah, brewer. And Larry and Lori. So these are proper names. Galina, I just like let her be here. Bruce Willis, Astrid, Ellie, Zorgi, I think those are the names that we have set already. Billy, Pumbaa, Taurus, Baloo are custom names as well, but Malric, Ludon, and Ella, and Rishian Bellard and Cassinald are not. So if you have some name on your mind for the tavern administrator, for a cook or a brewer or a bouncer, you are welcome to tell me. And one lady, yeah, actually 2 ladies, Sadigan and Ella. So maybe you can think of something. You don't have to do that now. You can just give it to me later when you are. I need to go down, avoiding the patrols, but the suspicion should be over. No, it's already 79. So guys, three freaking legs. We have these beasts here. Level 7. Level 7. 12 boars and dominant sow. I mean, let's do that. Interesting that guards cannot ambush us while we are sleeping. It's unusual. Oh, and it's a very good combination now because all the boars are in one location. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Excellent, I would say. Almost in one location. We just need to bring our friends closer to the battlefield. Gondor, you have to get closer. Boudica, you must get closer. Archers don't have to be that close because they shoot from a huge range. I'm horrible with coming up with names, but I'll try to come up with something. Only if you feel like it. So of course, no pressure. No pressure whatsoever. Rusty hatchet there. I see. Bellatrix can stand here. Bro, will you be able to dash to the hatchet and then come back? I don't know. It's a dangerous feat. What's his running range? 20. 16 meters and then... Okay, let's go for it and hope that we can make it. And we failed. We failed to even make it to the rusty hat. Oh, you succeeded. Well done, Perot. Well done. Normally just name things like Cook 1 and Melee Skirmer. Actually, I haven't still asked you, what games do you play? What are your favorite ones? So you played Banished, right? You played Manor Lords, you played... you mentioned something. That Factories and... don't remember the full name. Industries and Factories. Workers and Industries. Workers and Factories. Don't remember. But I'm sure you got what I mean. So I suppose you are quite into city builders, but anything else? Weren't you supposed to be pushed away? I thought you were, but somehow you weren't. This boar will be next. Who will go dispatch the boar? Well, it has to be... Durance, I suppose. Durance, do you think you can do that? Tell me you can. Well, you're close to that. You just have to execute it and then end your turn next to your ally. Workers and resources, yeah. Thanks. Sorry for my memory. I mean, haven't played the game, and that's why I haven't really tried to remember the name fully. And I'll play basically anything, at least give it a try. I must prefer games where that rely more on thinking than mechanical skill, though. RPGs, I mean, you cannot play everything just for one reason, that it's we humans don't have that much time in this world. So, like, what are the genre preferences? I'm sure you have some. And that's it. I ran out of valor points. Now what? Boudica has to go and do the dance. We were close to killing those. Let's kill these three. Traditional dance. Next one, Ipan Ben Mast. Let's switch blades to standard one. The next dominant south. Oh, there are two dominant souths that I missed here, and thankfully Black Riley is here, so this lady will handle the situation. Yeah, this lady is gonna be doing alright. Who will kill this one though? Elytrix, I suppose. Almost there. Let's send Elytrix into the battle. I recently enjoyed Warhammer 40k, Rogue Trader, mostly play City Builders and RPGs, I guess. How about Divinity, Planescape Torment, Arcanum, Deus Ex? Paradox are, well, they're a bit greedy, but other than that, they're great. A lot of wonderful games have been created under their aegis, their financial aegis. Right, so this was a successful fight, and we now have to go where do we have to go now? We have to complete that mission there, that vineyard thing. So as far as I understand, guards are after me. As far as I understand, there is some kind of a plot happening in Wartales. Like, some people are trying to make the life of the mayor, the governor, difficult, or some. So there are like two parties in action here, and I'll have a chance to support either one. I mean, one of them. That is what I want to say. I don't purchase games. You fly the black flag. Right. It's, well, an interesting conversation. I used to, but then I decided that I want to show some love to my favorite companies that were behind some games that I really appreciate, and I switched. to official gaming. I think it's quite important for the streamer to be like that.
Did you hear everything we said? Good. At least you know what you're getting yourselves into. Fighting the Brotherhood is not for the faint-hearted.
Yeah, okay. I'm
Right.
accepting it.
We shouldn't dally. Let's go.
Let's go where? What are we doing? Oh, the Abbey. And what am I to do in that Abbey? I really forgot what they were after there. Let's see. And the guards are still, oh, they're following my tracks. This game has these irritating mechanics that they really follow wherever I go. And it's good that I decided to take that meter depletion, and also that I dropped the suspicion level by 50. It really is helping. So what's going on here? Oh no, there are guards coming my way.
Stand back, peasants. We let you off lightly last time, but if you threaten the Abbey again, you will pay that heresy with your lives.
We're not after the Abbey. It's the plague-ridden we want. They're making our vineyards wither, and our families go hungry.
Nonsense. Broker Old Marheim says the plague has nothing to do with your vineyard's woes.
What does he know, Old Marheim? His apothecary has disappeared. Now let us in, or we'll send you our mercenaries.
You hired mercenaries. That does it. Enough is enough.
I can agree to that, especially for small studios or for things that I truly love. I'm a huge fan of Deus Ex, by the way, and have 100% completed all of them. Actually, not two now that I think about it. Forgot that one existed. Well, I streamed Deus Ex Human Revolution twice on my channel. And I think there is a high chance that I'll stream it for the third time because I just love the game massively. It has incredible atmosphere. Maybe I'll do that at New Year. And Mankind Divided, of course, I streamed it once, then began another playthrough and thought that it was too soon. And we might take some time before we get there again. So would love to have you there on the streams when I do that. Yeah, not last New Year, 2 New Years ago. Imagine, I didn't want to celebrate. I think I met it with my relatives, just like short table sitting, and then came back home at 1 a.m. at New Year and launched my stream, Mankind Divided, and played. That's how I celebrated year 23, 2024. Okay, let's see if I can support. I have to attack the brother. Can I not do that? Well, I suppose I have to. That sucks. I mean, what? I don't want to do that, really. Maybe I have to kill these idiots as well. For being so stupid. What will happen if I attack them as well? Boudica, will you be able to dispatch them with your whirlwind? I'm sure Gondor can dispatch them, but let's see whether Boudica will be able to. Yeah, she will be able to do that too. Just Gondor's attack, I think, will be cheaper on these brutes. The problem is that I have to get in the middle, and I cannot get in the middle of them, as well as Boudica cannot get into the middle of them. Human Revolution is my favorite in the series, which I found is a controversial opinion, though I think Mankind Divided has a better conversation system. It may have just been older when I played it and had a better understanding in the intricacies of communication, though. Yeah, it makes sense. Like, I remember I played San Andreas, and I cannot remember a thing about, I mean, piece or two about the plot. I treated GTA as some fun activity, then played the fourth part, and it was completely different because I was older. So maybe it's the case. Maybe it's the case. So what shall we do with these ruffians? Shall we actually get rid of them, or we shall not? Who will be the first to act? You will be the first to act. Let's first kill these these two, and then deal with the of course, this is a quest character. They cannot die. I have to be defending them. Yeah, sure. The exclamation mark means that. Twitch glitched, right? Need to restart. I was wondering if you were meaning to do that. Yes, of course. I wanted to do exactly that. But I see that the game doesn't appreciate my not appreciating, and I mean, I don't appreciate the stupidity of these how to call them, simpletons. Yeah, they are doing, thinking, attempting a very, very evil thing, but I mean, I truly wanted to help the Abbey. I wanted to treat the plague, but instead, here I am, helping a gang of idiots, assaulted. How low have I fallen? It's just unbecoming, absolutely. Okay, Adder, let's finish several people off. And get back here. Why is running 2 points, but what? But for example, rallying cry is 1, aim 1 point. What's the logic behind that? I don't get it for now. Only 3 people? For real? Okay. What? She got damage. I wonder from whom? From that crewmate? No. Whoever... yeah, aggressive shooting. If this unit still has armor, they reflect 15% of the damage sustained to the attacker. Okay, so Boudica just lost some piece of her armor now. Okay, Gondor, you'll be next. You'll be next to hit the enemies. Let's go now with laceration. 1. This laceration is just always an overkill. Now who? Perot, Matey, Samwise. Nobody's engaged in battle, so Elytrix. Let's go. Elytrix. 1. Sister Joltred. I'm sorry, Sister Joltred. I really didn't mean to do that. I promise. The game forces me, literally pushes me to complete the scenario of the map. I have to do what I'm doing. Wait, what? Ooh. An archer. An archer that is standing humbly, hoping that he won't be noticed, but unfortunately, Black Ryla found him. Nicholas, what do you think of the Witcher universe? Because Black Ryla is from the Witcher's book. I have played only the first part and a bit of the third one, didn't like it, but the book I've read already 7.5 times, so one of the most favorite things in my life. Archer's Beret. Range, armor, melee, scope, skill. This unit can use the bow even when engaged, so not after marriage, but when we get engaged we can still use our bow. I see. I'll give this one to Cupid, I suppose. So, I'm inside. What now?
Out of the way, Abbot. We demand justice.
You slaughtered our defenders, forced your way into an abbey, and now you threaten to kill innocent people? How dare you speak of justice?
We have no choice. The plague-ridden spread their disease and wreaked havoc on our lands. It is our duty, our right, to punish them.
Oh, too dark? So you're not a fan of dark fantasy? I am. I actually crave dark fantasy, and there is precious little in the world out there. I think I've read the best examples already and cannot find anything as greatly written.
How could these people who have been confined in this abbey for weeks spread the plague to your fields? You have no evidence to substantiate this claim.
Of course we do. Gothenburg is the only kingdom where the plague-ridden are looked after for so long. It is hardly a coincidence if we are the only ones who lost our crop.
This is absurd. Only Vertruse is affected. The vines from other provinces are perfectly healthy. The disease affecting your vineyards has nothing to do with the plague.
There is only one way to be sure. Kill all the plague-ridden and see if it rids us of the disease. Only then will we truly know.
For the eye's sake, mercenaries, stop them from killing these poor souls. Can't you see that the men you are escorting have lost their minds?
Don't dislike fantasy per se, but it's difficult for me to get invested in it. I see. Do you have some different literature preferences? Maybe a book or two you can mention that you enjoy? So what do I do?
You're not going to stop us from killing the plague-ridden, are you?
I will not let them lay a finger on these poor souls. Whatever is killing their crop is a botanical disease, not a medical one.
St. Leonard, defender of craftsmen and labourers, protect us from the vintners and guide the mercenaries in their choices.
Poor lads.
We came all the way here. We won't be intimidated.
Oh, you can be slashed in one turn. What are you talking about?
You're not going to stop us from killing the
So,
plague-ridden.
convince the vintners that the plague-ridden have done nothing wrong. I can drive the farmers away from the abbey. Saint Leonard's emblem. What if I persuade them?
I guess it would have been difficult for them to poison our fields without leaving the abbey. Besides, other regions should have been affected too. You're making a good point here.
The priest just made the same point a second ago.
Very well. We'll let them be. Half of your due will go to the abbot as an apology. I hope it'll be enough to stop him from reporting us to the Inquisition.
No, you should be reported. You totally should be reported. You just... And I should be reported because I just slaughtered the guards. Innocent guards.
I was worried you were going to side with the vintners. Thank you for sparing the sick. I do not know what they promised you, but here is what I hope is a fair compensation.
I don't know, it's just so bad what I've done. And I had no other solution here. No other solution. Saint Leonard's emblem. According to legend, Saint Leonard founded 9 crafting guilds herself. Today, fewer than 24 corporations claim descent from her prestigious patronage. Bonus: profession experience gained by the troop increased by 5%. Okay, I should have got this much earlier, but I suppose alright. Let's give this one to Ifan Ben Mest. I like noir. The girl with the dragon tattoo was a favorite in terms of fiction. Big Tolkien fan as well, otherwise I've mostly been reading non-fiction recently. Right. Tolkien, yeah, that's a big story for me as well. I've read it multiple times, the whole cycle, especially when I was a teenager. Yeah. Noir. Do you also like games that are noir? Hard to make an example right now. This War of Mine, probably. LA Noir, obviously. Right.
We thought our end had come. Thank you for saving us, mercenaries. We will make offerings to the all-seeing eye in your honor as soon as we are back on our feet.
I have medication for you, literally. Just accept it. Okay, I need to run. Oh, whoa. Guards are up to me. I need to sleep, I suppose, before they catch up with me. Safeguarding and influencer. Earn 100 region scenario points. Max Payne is one of my favorite in the genre. Which one? I haven't played any, but still. Bear stew can make. Apple pancakes can be made too. Let's rest. Let's use carcasses. Then 1 bear stew and an apple pancake, cherry fritters, and what else? Oh, I already am over the top, but that's alright. I'm gonna get rid of those carcasses, which is nice. Danger level average. Please don't attack me. Broker Clemens Altmarheim requests your presence in his castle. Oh, look at that. Local jugglers put on an improvised show, plus comfort for 3 shifts. Rishan unlocked the specialty entertainer. Baloo unlocked the specialty gratuity. Seligan unlocked the specialty jack of all trades. Lodon unlocked the specialty smooth talker. Look at that, my tavern got a lot of upgrades this time. First and second are mostly tied with the first slightly. Winning, I haven't played the third. I watched some footage of the third streaming content, but not the first and the second one. Missed the party, unfortunately.
Have you heard about the great scholar of Alazar's magical stones? No? All the most successful tavern keepers have at least one. Simply place a stone somewhere in your establishment and well-to-do customers will come running. Not bad, right? So, how many shall I put you down for?
I can buy this stone, minus 75 copper coins. Yeah, I'm getting one. What is it? What's it about? The Great Scholar of Alazar's Stone. Despite its magical properties, this stone looks like a common pebble. So I've just been... Where is it, by the way? This... 75 coins for a stone. I mean, fine. I'm sure there will be something connected to it later. Maybe. I hope. Now upgrades come. Upgrades come. The candlestick can be upgraded. Ooh, fancy and much lighter. Then the tables can be upgraded. I'm not sure something changed visually. Just only a minor bit. But okay. And what's the difference between them when I upgrade tables? The same number of patrons, but comfort increases, right? Banquet table increases comfort, attracts upscale patrons. Ah, I see. But no, I'll keep the round tables for now. I'll keep the round tables. Intimidating insignia. Can I? Ah, they're already upgraded also. Okay. Goat skull. Stag skull. Yeah. Layout, I think we should be finishing. I also like spy novels, like James Bond. There is a series by Raymond Curry in the genre that's really fun. There are books about James Bond. For real. I didn't know that. Gratuity. 5 copper coins. What? 5 copper coins. I don't understand. 5 copper coins what? Per shift or? Alright. Orician. Entertainer. Every bard's area of effect is increased by 20%. Whoa. I have such a great administrator now. Can you imagine? It's huge. Upgrade. 20% area of effect. Now I have to be ready to run real quick from here. Three guard patrols upon me. What the? Look, leave me alone. Oh, these guards are fighting deserters. What will happen if I help them?
You there! You are wanted men, but if you give us a hand, we will look the other way. Just this once.
Yeah, sure. Ooh, look at that. Guard patrol level 11. 11. So guards are actually quite sturdy lads. Shouldn't be reckoned with. I mean, will they stop looking for me? Isn't a James Bond story? It's just in a similar genre. Though I would definitely recommend the James Bond novels by Ian Fleming. Ian Fleming actually sounds familiar. Look at their parameters, their levels. They are strong. How much armor, how much health. Crazy. But I don't want you to be participating in my battle. I'll do everything myself. So just stand back, enjoy the show, and please stop pursuing me. For God's sake, I'm just some innocent lad who was caught in your inner politics. I don't care what happens to you. I mean, I want to help you genuinely. Your vineyards, just... You really have to give me more details about what's going on here, and I wouldn't be making such mistakes as capturing your brides or slaughtering patrols near the abbey. Okay, Boudica maybe can go first. She is standing in a very bad position. Is still... What the hell? I see, I need to cut my way through. Could I get your help, Black Ryla, please? Thanks. Can I also kill this one, I wonder? Yeah, I can. I absolutely can, and I will. And now let's just run away before Boudica hacks you down. Let's go, my lady. Only 5 people. Can I have more than that? Only 4 people, I mean. I need 5 if it is possible. Yeah, but she'll be attacking only 4. Okay. Ian Fleming was the man who came up with the James Bond character. He was a journalist spy for the British in World War II before becoming an author. So, when talking about books, there is always this question about fiction, whether... So, I'm now 35 years old, and books that fascinated me when I was 20 no longer have the same effect, and like some fantasy books that would have excited me when I was younger now are kinda like the plot doesn't hold water. So I wanted to ask you, do you think reading James Bond books will be interesting at this age also? Or I'll be like, don't remember, there is this term, like something about like trust you give the author, trust you give the writer, the name, something about suspense or the name of the concept when you trust the writer's world. Suspense of... Yes, thank you very much. You were much faster than me or Google. Suspense of disbelief. Yes, 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 exactly. So, do you think that Ian Fleming can be interesting at this age? I mean, I know literally almost nothing about James Bond, unfortunately. I know my father is a fan, or used to be when I was a kid. He at least, not a fan. My father, I think, is never a fan of anything, but he kinda liked going to films about James Bond and with Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible. Hey, you stole my XP! What the hell? I missed that. That warrior phalanx soldier. So Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible, and something else he used to watch. Bourne, Jason Bourne? Yeah, so such stuff. He's quite into that. Now, patrols let me go. The guard rewarded you for your help. Well, also, could you maybe stop pursuing me? You've completed the Vertus province region. Complete all points of interest. Why only now? Where are these guards going? Are they going like up to me or... Why 3 patrols? I mean, why 3? I have only 62 points wanted. 62 points and I have 3 guard patrols. Crazy. I think it's always possible. I've run into this issue myself, which is why I've switched to reading mostly non-fiction, but it depends on the quality of the writing. My own mood, I found. Yeah, that it's always hard to predict with games, with movies, with books, whether you will actually believe and fall in love with the world or not.
Might I interest you in my
I
humble
agree.
wares, my good sirs?
Always a lottery. Always a lottery. So the castle. I was summoned. I'm listening.
I have called on you, mercenaries, because I cannot entrust the Guard or the Brotherhood with this mission. Arresting an Alizarian princess is both dangerous and unheard of. Everything you learned from the trackers, Rosal and Juran, points to Brunhild Adra Alizar. She poisoned Vertruse in a bid to make me pay dearly for the remedy. Corinne's abduction is the key to this whole mess. With her gone, I am free to wed another woman, Brunhild's daughter, under the law of all-seeing eye. Uniting Vertruse and Alizar is the first step to fulfilling their dream of restoring the Northern Kingdom. You must bring them back to reality. My men have surrounded Brunhild Adra Alizar's manor, but I need your help to apprehend her.
Do everything in your power to stop her, mercenaries. Kill her if necessary. I think they changed the voice line or the text. I'm not sure what happened first and what happened second.
I had to wait for the...
Blah, blah, blah. The same story again and again, harping on about how she had to wait. I like how that lad didn't even bother that I was a wanted criminal and he still talked to me. Oh no. No, no, no. Hey, no, 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 no. Ooh. Stop looking for me. It's already 58. What's your problem, guards? Really, what's your problem? Also, this symbol, Vertrusian symbol, looks, each time I look at... Oh, no, 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 no. Are those... Who are those? Guards or some bandits? Look like bandits, actually. Or deserters. Deserters. And then guards. I'm gonna fight the deserters, because that's an ambush. That's a bonus point to our criminal branch. And that's XP and loot, and overall I don't know why I'm attacking, actually, just because I can. So, Boudica, who will be the first to act? Bomber over there. Where is Ed? There. The game is glitching again. Not sure what the game did not like now. Bomber over there. I don't think she will be able to have her turn, but... Whereas the video game supplements or replaces your imagination with its... Oh, there are two messages, sorry. I always find it more difficult to suspend... No, I missed 3 messages. No, 2 messages. I always find it more difficult to suspend my disbelief with video games than it is with a good book. Because books strongly rely on your imagination for an image to form, whereas the video game supplements or replaces your imagination with its own image. So I'm just trying to decode the first part. Like, it's more difficult to suspend your disbelief, so it means that with a game, if it is badly written, you have a higher chance to lose interest than with a book. Oh, thankfully Adder managed to get rid of all 3 at the same time. And another one, so in total 4 enemies have been dispatched by Adder. Another one by Black Ryla. And these ones will have to be destroyed by Gondor. I see, I see. Not a lot of loot, but go, go, go. Oh, guards, let them pass. May they go wherever they want. Aha! Now they go into the forest. Oh! Nah, no, I'm not fighting those animals, although they're higher level now. What will be their level? Stop pursuing me, you rascals. Wait, what? They just died. They just died. They just were like a broken glass. Books have a sort of emptiness as a medium that naturally draws my mind into feeling that video games can lack. I'm trying to understand whether it works the same way for me. But I would say it really depends. I think I'm not gonna be able to track some single tendency, as sometimes the game style just looks very close to me and then I like it, even though objectively, if I analyze it with all seriousness, like Wartales, like some things just don't hold water, but I still like it. I mean, for now. With books, I put all my attention onto analysis, and so the chances that this thin layer of trust can crumble is higher, actually. While with the game you can be attracted by the gameplay, by the combat, by the visuals, by music. Actually, for example, Deus Ex, I was magnetized by music. My student recommended the game, the soundtrack. I listened to the soundtrack for like 2 years straight, and then I finally began playing, and I was absolutely blown away. But it was the music that got me to Deus Ex in the first place. Yeah, with books, I kinda put all my focus onto the analysis. And Nicholas, I wanted to ask you question here. So I have been talking. So you've been listening to me for quite a while, and you are from the US, and I sometimes get dragged away while streaming, and I'm sure that it affects my pronunciation and the way I structure my thoughts, the way my syntax works, the way I choose vocabulary, the way I apply grammar. I'm just wondering what is your take, because I always ask this question. So you as a native speaker and a person who is into languages, what will you say about how much my accent affects, or how much accent is present in my speech, and what would you say of my language control when I have to play and talk at the same time? Because I know that when I'm talking, just talking, I have enough control, more than enough. But when I'm deep in the gameplay, I'm not sure whether I have the same level of what? Of discipline, of language discipline, linguistic discipline. I truly can't watch movies for exactly that reason. I get stuck over analyzing them. For movies, my situation is that I just don't watch them, because very often the scenarios are too bland and too obvious, or I cannot accept the passivity of the whole thing. Like in the book, I have to listen and imagine things. In games, I'm the active player. I'm the agent here, while in cinema, I'm the passive viewer, and I don't like it. So I almost don't watch anything ever. And I'm very empathetic, so lots of movies leave me like in emotional shambles. Shambles. Yeah, in emotional shambles. Wasn't sure about that word. Where did it come from, I wonder? This word in my head. Let's switch to this devious whirlwind. Oh, these wolves cannot be killed. Who's gonna be next? Ghost wolf over there. Let's take Matey and engage in a fight. And the wolf is poisoned. Hopefully it doesn't die. 9 damage. Yeah, the wolf survives, so that means that we will have Nightmare. Matey, I was sure you could be... Yeah, you can hit all 3 once. And then let's go cut in Maelstrom, or... let's go big. I think you're very precise. You can certainly have an accent, but it's perfectly understandable. No Americans whom are more difficult to understand than you are due to their accents. And is my accent clearly Russian, or so? Like, I mean, now that you know my nationality for sure. Of course, it's kind of a strange question, but like, maybe you can tell me, like, if you met me, or maybe you remember when you heard me for the first time, what you thought, where I was from, or it's clearly Slavic language, the accent. Skip our turns on everyone, waiting for the Nightmare to arrive. And probably some bear. The lightning strikes, nobody is affected. Aha, so the Nightmare decided to appear from here. 170 health. What is this? What is this insult? I think I'll go with Black Rylam. If I'm in attack stance and finish this Ghost Boar off, I should get 2 action points. Yes, I did get those action points. Now let's attack this one and finish the turn. Then let's go Aaron. Attack the Nightmare. 1, 2, and 3. I don't think you can finish this one off, yeah. One more time. Finish the turn. Aaron is very afraid already. Alitrix, you can, I think, kill the beast with your shots now. 1 and 2. I certainly parsed that it was an Eastern European accent, but I wouldn't have been able to tell exactly where from. I see. Well, thanks. Another reason for me to cry at night, because, well, you know, a lot of teachers from this region, they are obsessed with having the proper accent, and a lot of my colleagues, mostly females, they have quite a nice one. It's hard to say. I mean, it's still, I think, clear that they are... I mean, I'm not sure. I cannot tell because accent hasn't been my strong side ever. But I think what you're saying now brings me closer to going to some native teacher who will be able to teach me how to sound less Slavic, because I want to have a closer, a better pronunciation, so that, because I mean, I stream, I talk to people a lot, I teach English, so the less accent I have, the better. I always wonder what sounds give me out, like vowels, consonants, the structure of the language, or something else. Lone Wolf. As long as there are no light units within 5 meters, this unit gains the Lone Wolf status. Damage increased by 10%. Damage taken reduced by 10%. Second weapon. I think I'm going Lone Wolf. Yeah. Because she often runs away and starts slashing at the enemy, so yeah. And what about guards? Have they abandoned their pursuit? Looks like yes, at last. Probably because it's fallen to 52 now. Let's go rest. Let's go rest. And should we cook something? Grilled pork, blah blah blah. Okay, no need to cook now. Let's use our bear stew again, apple pancake and cherry fritters. Then I need to pay. Excuse me? 1,000 gold? $1,000 gold in wages. What on earth is that? For real. So, like, that's the difficulty setting we are talking about. You are no longer wanted. Crimes forgotten. Perfect. Perfect. I'm very happy about that. Coin. This is a hole. There is a hole in the middle of this bronze coin. Antiquity unusual. Adder. You want to tell me something, my captain? I'm listening. I dare say I'm quite proud of myself. Some might even say that the troop can't do without me. Brag, make sure that the whole troop knows to whom they owe the victory. Celebrate, such valor deserves a celebration. Try to teach those fools a small measure of your talents. No, let's improve relationship. Relationship. Influence and recklessness. And I'm very close to tier 10 in power and glory. So here I can take this one, and here I take Ghost Hunter, and I'm two steps away from being welcomed into that Tower of Knowledge. Oh, I'm no longer wanted. They didn't want to arrest me. I think your accent is less noticeable when you are reading, if that's any consolation. Yeah, I think when I'm reading, I'm more focused on my articulation, so that makes sense. That makes sense. I can imagine what you're talking about. Who are those people?
We won't get in the way. The broker asked us to let you arrest this woman. Our role is only to stop her until your arrival.
Okay, Alazar abode. Let's see.
How ironic. Clement sent my own people to kill me. I don't suppose you mentioned abducting his fiancée. Of course you didn't. You are going to slaughter Clement's men and let me go. Why, you ask? Because you need me to escape, of course. I'm taking Karine with me. along with any evidence linking you to me. No one will ever know of your actions here.
I think your accent, blah, blah, blah. I'm not sure I will be able to parse it as particularly Slavic, but Central Eastern European in general. Okay, that's also quite consoling.
And if that doesn't convince you to bend the rules, I am offering you a reward and giving you access to Alazar. So what do you say?
No, I'm fighting. Brunhild, other Alazar civilian. Ooh, quite a nice fight, actually. What's the time, by the way? midnight. I'll be finishing my stream in approximately half an hour. Okay. What about that bride? How am I supposed to save her? Maybe she'll be automatically rescued. Technologist here. And she herself is fighting. Very strange decision, Brunhild. Very strange, because what makes you think that you'll survive that? Okay, I'm gonna chop these 5 people down, but somebody has to chop these 3, and that will be, I understand, that will be Eder, or Eder, that will be Gondor. Gondor, come here. Let's go and... Ah, no. He won't be attacking that Sagittarius if that's Gondor, but then who? I like his sword less and less, to be honest. To hell with it. I'm gonna have to head out now, have to ferry my mother around for some unknown reason. Greatly enjoyed the stream and our conversation. Hopefully I'll be able to join you again soon. Sure, Nicholas, thank you a lot for this great time together. I as well appreciated our conversation. It's been really pleasant and informative, and I should say that I really have such a mindful companion to talk when I'm streaming, because you're responding not only to what I'm saying, you're responding to what I'm doing in the game, and you respond very from an informed position. Like, you go googling, you actually understand what the game is about, and I mean, don't take it as a... I mean, a lot of people come and they just like, and I am among those viewers who like don't understand what's going on. They just watch from this passive position and engage with the streamer in some conversation, but you are engaging from all sides, and that's very, very rewarding. So it's a great pleasure to have you here, and I'm looking forward to our next interaction. I'll be streaming on Saturday, I think. I hope. Yeah, so just stay tuned and take care and have a great well, journey, I suppose, with your mother, and all the best to you. Enjoy the end of the working weekend, of the working week, yeah, and a beautiful weekend. Oh, you definitely do. You definitely do. So, yeah. Thanks again. There were 2 sound signals, but there was only 1 message. Or maybe I'm hallucinating. Strange. Okay. Samwise doesn't have any more shots. And now it's Boudica's turn to hack and slash, right? Challenge and shout. Or I actually can attract 6 people, but this one is too stupid to run around. Well, anyway, we go our deadly dance, and whether I think, yeah, the lady has fallen. Have several more rotations. And the final one. And that's it. Enemies are demoralized. Yeah, I understand them. Think I would be demoralized myself after what you have just seen, and I forgot to activate Bandit's Focus, by the way. And somebody has to finish this one off. I'm gonna give this honor to Pike. Oh, come on. Pike, really? Okay, I'm gonna give this honor to Perot. And I just realized that it's not... Ah! Tricky bastards, are we? Tricky bastards. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Wow. Wow, okay, Adder. Go into the mud and take care of this one. That's a bad idea too. Ah, he wanted to cause as much trouble as possible. Well, let me see. Okay, I'm gonna skip all my turns because... Oh, I just need to check that nobody is under the lightning. Yeah, nobody is under the lightning. It strikes, nobody dies, and let's go deal with that bastard that escaped my attention. And that's it. What do we have? Colossus is Gambizon with 3 armor layers, critical hit, guard, armor, not bad, and willpower. Hourglass, Seasoning, Shiv, Crowns, Lavender, Lazarian Breastplate, Lazarian Powder, and Lazarian Heater Shield. Powerful counter. Repair all. Elytrix and Matey got to the next tier. Let's give Elytrix and Matey their well-deserved upgrades. Matey will get Alacrity, my Dodger, and also movement. Continue. Locked. Use golden key. Oh, I have now 2 golden keys. Let's see.
You abducted me? I will have you hung as soon as... You killed Brunhilde Adra Alazar to free me. But weren't you following her orders? I am confused. I just want to get out of here.
Sure. Do get out. Do get out. What's that?
Have you arrested Brunhild? Oh. She's dead. Having to deal with the diplomatic consequences of this death will not sit well with the Broker Council.
Wait.
That being said, Alazar's interference in our affairs cannot remain unpunished.
Could I actually arrest her? Looks like she cannot be arrested. Being said, as an interference.
As for me, I'm in your debt. Thanks to you, I once again rule over a prosperous province and am betrothed to a maiden I trust entirely. Please accept this reward, which I hope is fair compensation for your efforts. Rest assured, you will always be welcome in Vertruse.
Do you know how much I paid to my mercenaries per fatigue round? 1,000 gold, and your measly 250 means nothing. Alright, but this scenario is finished. I completed all the locations according to the game's description, which is quite interesting too. There were some mercenaries there in the forest, no? And I'm still wondering what they're after. For real. Can I run there and check? Let's do that. Because I'm very curious, and look how fast fatigue depletes. It's just crazy. And that will be another 1,000 gold. Probably really have to get rid of Rudiger. Maybe not Durance, because he's my brewmaster. But I really didn't have to have so many pikemen, because they don't seem to be very combat oriented. But he can be a good support. Good support man. So this band here, what are they after? I don't really get it.
We're looking for a woman named... I hope for her sake she has enough to pay up. She's in so deep she'll be sold off as a slave.
I don't understand. What they're talking about. Maybe I can Google that. Yeah, I should have done that long ago. What's the name again?
We're looking for a woman
Sanka
named
Bell.
Sanka Bell. She owes our client
Bell.
a large sum of money.
She is an arena lobby. She is in an arena lobby in Gothenburg. Broker Berna's Arena, I believe. She's an available contract you can get from the contract given people. When you attack her group, she says she has a right to be there and you're a fool for being the broker's henchman. But otherwise, it's just a normal mission. I actually clicked on leave instead of attacking her because I wasn't sure if I was jumping ahead on some other quest line or not. I believe you used to be able to find her part of old content that got scrapped, and now she's just a lore character you can find later, I think, and the merc group left there, as far as I remember. So it's just a kind of a glitch. She's a trader at the market in Tiltren. But that was 2 years ago. I suppose it was fixed.
I hope for her sake.
Right, so we wasted a lot of fatigue. I'm gonna load because it's just not proper. Rainy day, rainy day. I haven't taken a new screenshots for the next stream. I wonder whether I should. the map, but it's kind of boring. Kind of boring. The camp. It's rainy and nothing else. Nothing changed here. I don't know about this one. Brown Rock Town is a boring place too. Let's travel to Marheim, I suppose. Rojigang. Difficult to easy. Harag border crossing. Gothenburg border crossing and Al-Azhar border crossing. Adoran border crossing. I don't like that I have to pay such huge prices to my mercenaries. Each time 1,000 gold. What? Why are they running? Why are we running? Sirs, why did you just run?
Anything to declare? Keep your nose clean and you won't hear from us.
Right. I think I'm gonna save here. Take a screenshot. Even though it's kinda useless one. Oh, look at that. Ghosts again are attacking. But I want to take some different screenshot. Wines. Let's see what... No, this one is not an interesting place. What about this one? This Winfell Estate.
We welcome all donations to her.
I already donated to you. Calm down. Not only did I donate, I also abducted your daughter or whoever that was. Not sure. Drapery could be chosen as a location. Oh, by the way, he must have... They must have some cloth, right?
We are drapers. If you
I can buy them next time. Can buy them now too also. Hemp.
We are drapers. If you wish to buy fabric, I can...
Okay, let's buy this fabric. And travel to the... Back to Marheim, I suppose. Maybe I'll take a screenshot of Marheim. Should be worthy. Are they running because they think I'm a criminal still? Or why? Wait, Marheim Castle. I'm also curious whether Marheim Castle is gonna have anything to tell me. But I'll go there anyway, right? One day, because I will go to Gothenburg. Yeah. I need to Google what order of places I should be following. Gothenburg. Maybe the market will be my next place to take a screenshot of. The market is kind of boring. But, you know what? I haven't taken screenshots of travel posts, right? Gosh, my laptop is so hot now. Yeah, I haven't taken screenshots of travel posts, so this will be my next one. Leave a companion. I think I'm gonna leave Rudiger, because I really don't get why I need him, to be honest, and he only takes my wages. 71 golden coins. It's quite a lot. Quite a lot, but anyway, I'll be saving here, I think, because I don't feel clear enough to... I mean, I can force myself, but I don't want to. I would rather go and rest. So let's overwrite the save file. And yeah, I thank everyone who's been watching me silently or listening. Again, thanks to Nicolas Debory for this wonderful company that he made me. And yeah, so expect me to be live on Saturday, I hope. Okay, we'll try to get here, but yeah, just stay tuned because things can change. I'm just not sure whether I actually feel hopeful about Wartales. I'll need to read reviews and what the game promises in the future. Maybe we'll switch to something else. Anyway, have a great time there. Have a beautiful end of the week, the working week, and if we don't catch up together, have a great weekend also. So, thank you and cheers. Bye bye.